Hello friends, you're welcome to my channel, IELTS and Econ Hub, the platform where I teach IELTS and economics lessons. My name remains Promise. For this lesson, I'm going to be taking you through a very important aspect in IELTS writing task 2, which is the types of IELTS essays that we have. There are four main types of essays in IELTS. We have the pure opinion essays, we have the discussion and opinion essays, we have the advantage disadvantage essays, and we have the two-question essays. Now, take note that you're not going to encounter all of these types of essays on test day. You're just going to have one of them given to you. But you need to identify the differences between these types of essays so that you will not have any challenges on test day. Now, every IELTS essay comes with a prompt and a question that are enclosed in a rectangular box. Now, the prompt provides a background information concerning what's happening. It's like a situation. It could be an opinion, it could be a fact, it could be a couple of opinions. And then you have your question that tells you what you're expected to do, based on the prompt. Then below the box, you're going to have further instructions regarding the reasons, the fact that you should give reasons for your answer as well as examples, and then also a word limit, an instruction on the word limit. Alright, now bear in mind that the question itself is what differentiates one type of essay from another type of essay. So you have to look out for the question. The question will tell you whether it's a pure opinion essay, or a discussion and opinion essay, and so on and so forth. Now, the first type of essay that we have is a pure opinion essay. Now, this is an example of a pure opinion essay. It says, some people argue that late night study is detrimental to our health. To what extent do you agree or disagree? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge or experience. Write at least 250 words. Now, the prompt is, some people argue that late night study is detrimental to our health. And then the question is, to what extent do you agree or disagree? Now, it's the question that actually determines the type of essay. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So it means the examiner is asking you, do you agree to a large extent? Do you disagree to a large extent? Or do you partially agree? And the part you agree with and the other part you disagree with. That's what the examiner is looking out for here. And this question can also come in another form. It can be, what is your opinion? Or do you agree or disagree? So any of them that comes is still the same thing as a pure opinion essay. So the second type of essay we have is the discussion and opinion essay. This essay is very popular in IELTS academic. Sometimes in general training it can come up, but it's very popular in academic. This is an example. Some people argue that late night study is detrimental to our health. Others believe night time is the best period for comprehensive study. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. Now, if you observe, you discover that the prompt here has two separate views, and that's why it's a discussion and opinion essay, unlike the pure opinion essay where there's just one view. And then there is a command word in the question that says discuss both views and give your own opinion. So whenever you see the instruction discuss both views and give your own opinion, it's purely a discussion and opinion essay. Now you are expected to consider both sides and then give your own opinion, your own stand regarding the two sides. So that is it. And this is the only type of question you can have. There are no variants to the way the question will be worded on testing. All right. The third type of essay we have is the advantage disadvantage essay. Now, the advantage disadvantage essay comes in two forms. There is the one that asks for your opinion as to whether the advantages exceed the disadvantages, and there is the one that asks for your opinion as regarding what are the advantages and what are the disadvantages. So this is an example. The first one says, many societies are encouraging children to use mobile devices at a young age. Are there more advantages or more disadvantages of children using mobile devices? So for this one, the question, the examiner is asking for your opinion regarding whether the advantages exceed the disadvantages. Now, you are expected to consider both of them, but then you need to also let the examiner know whether the advantages exceed the disadvantages. But in the other example that I have, It says many societies are encouraging children to use mobile devices at a young age. What are the advantages and disadvantages of children using mobile devices? This is another example of advantage-disadvantage essay. And for this one, the examiner is not asking for your opinion regarding whether one exceeds the other. What the examiner wants you to do is to provide the advantages as well as the disadvantages without telling the examiner whether the advantages exceed the disadvantages. So you need to be very careful. Be careful of the wording of the question. That will determine what you're expected to do. Do not go beyond it. If you decide to write on whether the advantages exceed the disadvantages when you are not asked to do so, you might lose marks in task response because you are veered off from the instruction given to you. So bear that in mind. Now the last type of essay, and that is the two-question essay. The two-question essay. Now this type of essay is very, very popular on the IELTS test, whether you're an academic candidate or you're a general training candidate. And the two-question essay is such that it usually comes with two questions. Some persons call it a problem-solution essay. Some other persons call it cause-effect. Some others call it two random questions. Some other times you could have a blend of an opinion essay and an advantage-disadvantage essay put together as a two-question essay. But this is an example of how it looks like. Now, you have a question that says in some countries, the rate of underperforming students in high school is rising nowadays. What are the causes? How can this be solved? Give reasons for your answer and include any relevant examples from your own knowledge and experience. Write at least 250 words. Now, look at the prompts. The prompts is just a factual information. Right now, the rate of underperforming students in high school is rising nowadays. And then two questions are asked. What are the causes? How can this be solved? So you're expected to talk about the causes and also to provide solutions. You are expected to do this in the essay, both of them. Now, so this is an example of a cause-solution essay. Some other times it could just be problem effect. Okay, what are the causes? What are the effects? Or what are the causes? What are the negative implications? What are the causes? What are the disadvantages? And some other times you can just have two random questions out of the blues that will come. So these are the types of essays that we have, the four types of essays that we have on the IELTS test. Like I said earlier on, we're not going to have all of them given to you, but you need to have an understanding of each of them. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you subscribe if you have not. And if you want access to my paid content, please check the description below. You're going to find access to my website, absidcourses.com, where you're going to be able to sign up for any of my paid content. Thank you very much and see you in my next video.